Alrighty, you guys got questions, and I got your answers for some of the questions on this particular video. Now, as y'all seen me doing yard jockey last week, I got the numbers for you. We worked 6 days. We grossed $4,800. It's not a lot of gross, I understand. Out of $4,800, I had to pay factoring 3%, was $144. My fuel bill was $225. We had to get 2 brand new brake chambers from Freightliner at $100 each. It was $200. We called out Zimbabwe to put it on. The labor was $100. So, you take your gross, minus those deductions. We walked away with a smooth $4,131 to go play yard jockey up at Amazon for 6 days, 12 hours a day, idling in the truck. A lot of people said, Andrew, that's completely not worth it. It's $4,131 in my bank account that I didn't have prior to running Amazon. I think that was well worth it for me. Oh, and then I got to test drive the blue truck. No telling when the blue truck would have moved hadn't Amazon allowed us to do yard jockey. Now that I done test drove the blue truck for 6 days, working the kinks out, seeing what all type of work it need. Only thing I saw it needed was 2 brake chambers. Always remember, when you watch my channel, I only do maintenance on my vehicles when I got motion. If there's no motion, there's no maintenance, there's no fuel getting bought. We only buy fuel when we on the load. We don't buy fuel just to be buying fuel, hoping that we get a load in the future. That's not how it works over here. We always got more profit than expenses. I run a profitable trucking company over here, doing the high times, doing the low times, doing the almost nothing coming in times. All of my equipment is paid off. Now that we got those numbers out the way, I contacted insurance yesterday, my insurance agent, and I decided to get a quote on the Amazon extra insurance requirements. You know, they want their general liability with the $2 million aggregate. So I got a quote on it through my insurance. And they said, hey, Andrew, to add this extra insurance on for Amazon is going to cost you $278 for the entire year. I said, this is robbery. Progressive was over $1,000 when I did it last year. I said, $278, that's all? I just made $4,100. I'm like, okay, well, let's just withdraw that out of there. I told her add it on. So we now have the Amazon requirements, and I just updated my insurance on the Relay app. And also, while I was being a yard jockey at Amazon, of course, I got to speak to some other drivers to do local runs, and they told me how it pretty much works. I didn't know how Amazon Relay worked, never did it before. Got the insight and decided, well, you know what? Now that I got some insight on how this Amazon Relay world work around Nashville, being a local driver home every day, I think it's worth it for me to go ahead and pay this $270 to, get on Amazon Relay board, So I paid it, and I got the Amazon insurance, sent that over to REMIS insurance monitoring and all that crap, and then I updated on the website also. But moving along, do you prefer the benefits of being local with Amazon versus the oil field? It's a good question. The only difference between the two, now keep in mind, I haven't ran Amazon prior to this yard jockey situation. This was my first time ever at any Amazon, doing any type of Amazon work. The only difference between me working here in Nashville versus the oil field in either Shreveport or Pennsylvania, Ohio, or Texas, I just got a place to go to at night versus sleeping in the truck. That's the only difference. So That's the only difference. I mean, do I prefer sleeping at a house versus the truck? It just depends on the money. Back when I used to go to the oil field, we used to go to the oil field for big butts. So it was much worth it to sleep in the truck, knowing every week we was finna gross 10,000. We had our own authority. The only thing we were paying is fuel and dirt cheap insurance. We was probably walking away with $8, $9, $10,000 every week, like clockwork. Then I had owner operators, they grossing the same thing. I'm getting a cut of that money. So, it's different. Now, is that how it is now in the oil field? Heck no! Go down there picking cotton. Shit, I wish I would go back there. Anyways, somebody asked, why don't I haul dry sugar in my pneumatic? Tales from a truck driver. We had an account once upon a time. Well, it wasn't really my account. Somebody else that I know around me had obtained an account up there in New York City on the island. It was somewhere on the edge of the river. I didn't go up there and do it, but it was on the river. I want to say Yonkers, New York. American Sugar Refinery in Yonkers, New York. It's on the river. I think you can Google that. It should pop up. We had a lane going from Yonkers, New York, over to Pepsi. It was about, I think it was like 150 miles or something like that. They wanted 2 runs a day, 4 days a week. They was paying $21,000 a week to work 4 days, hauling sugar over to Pepsi. I know you don't believe it. I know you don't. Well, Andrew, what happened to the lane? It's a sad story. One day I'll tell it. But we lost it, like we lost every other lane. Moving along. Am I still considering getting an RGN or a step deck in 2025 or 2026? Not next year. I don't plan to buy nothing next year dealing with trucking unless it's, maintenance for the trucks or something like that. What happened to flying over the lease drivers? I'm glad you asked. So I told you guys, I showed you guys the ticket that I purchased over at Tennessee. Was it Tennessee Flight School, I believe is what they called? I got 6 months from the date of September when I purchased it to take the first introductory flight lesson. So I got to March of 2024 to take my first flight lesson. We're in December, so anywhere between December right now and March of 2024, I can go take the flight lesson. It's already paid for. All I gotta do is go do it. So let's see. A lot of y'all were asking, Andrew, where is the $15,000 flat top? This got 7 lights. And I'm like, man, I just did a video with the flat top. Has it even been a month? Has it been a month? Where is the flat top? Parked over at a hidden parking space. We may see the flat top tomorrow because I need to run back and get some stuff. So tomorrow you may see the $15,000 flat top. We probably got prime the engine. And shoot, you know what? It won't be tomorrow because I left the jumper pack in the Classic. So, okay, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. And then I can get the jumper pack out the Classic. So sometime this week, you guys will see the $15,000 flat top. I don't know what day it is. I don't want to drive that far out and the truck don't start because it need a jump because it's freezing cold outside. Let's see, what are the questions? Oh, somebody asked plans for 2024 and what's my plans with the trust, the fleet. Okay, it's a good question. My plans for 2024, I don't know yet. Okay. I got a real good plan now, but it ain't happened yet. I won't know for a couple of days now, but I think I got a real good plan. I think 2024 will be another year of me getting money. But if things go according to plan, somebody also asked, what's my plans for winter since freight tends to slow down, in the wintertime. If things go according to plan, I won't be hurting for the wintertime. That's number one. But my plan for 2024 is to just dump all my money into the stock market, buy assets. That's pretty much the whole plan for 2024. You know, I'm an investor. I just like to buy things that, you know, I can make money with in the future. So just buying stocks, buying assets, things like that. When I say assets, I'm talking about stocks, by the way. So that's the plan for all of 2024, because I don't think the trucking is going to be doing good in 2024. So I tweaked my plan a little bit to make sure I'm doing good in 2024, and I know what to do with the money that's coming in. Oh, and as far as the fleet go, I just told you we got the Amazon insurance requirements. So, you know, if I can make it work, you know. I look at my fleet right now in 2024 as like a side hustle. So, you know, whatever when I jump in the truck and make some money, it's just side hustle money. Like when I just did this yard jacket position, I just look at it as side hustle money, because the current rates that's out there right now, I don't haul for those type of rates. So for me, the trucking fleet is just a side hustle. Whatever it mates, it mates. You know, we got dirt cheap insurance. We own everything. It's just a side hustle. You know, hop in a truck, and it's a side hustle that can generate a lot of money. You know, work 6 days, $4,000 in the pocket. Okay, well, you know, it's $4,000 I didn't have prior to me doing a yard jacket. So that's a good $4,000 before Christmas. You know, do they need some more yard jackets? Nah, boo. If Amazon Relay work out, I'm gonna put drivers in the trucks and let them go have fun up there. You know, I'm still learning. Maybe I'm still learning. Like I said, I went up there and asked some questions. I threw the bait out there on YouTube. Wheel Jolene, y'all told me all the information I needed. You know, all I did was tell y'all I was making $70 an hour. I didn't tell y'all that I was doing Amazon through JB Hunt. JB Hunt actually took their percentage. It was really 100, but you know JB Hunt ain't gonna they ain't gonna give you the whole 100. So yeah, they took $30 off. I ain't gonna tell y'all all that. I just threw the bait out there, wheeled it in. Y'all start telling me everything. Hey Andrew, we do it for 100. We do it for 125. In Vegas, we had 150. Hey Andrew, I make this much. I do Amazon. Yeah, I just come on, feed me the information, baby. Feed me the information. Okay, you do what? Huh? Okay. Call my insurance agent. Get a quote on the get a quote. All right. Activate it. That's all. Just threw the bait out, baby. And y'all took the bait and I started willing that some bitch in. I didn't account it for me making about $140,000 gross for next year on the W-2. I'm trying to get up to $200,000, so I'm trying to come up with other business ideas to make up for the gap. I'm thinking about buying, because I'm trying to come up with different ways to make additional income for next year. So I'm thinking about getting into the dog business, perhaps buying French bulldogs, you know, trying to breed those and sell those to a bunch of people that want to overpay for dogs. Or the only other type of dog I probably get into is the those big tall dogs, the what is it called? Tibetan Mastiff, them big tall dogs like that. Yeah, I raise those too. But I don't know if I'm gonna go that far with it. I'm just trying to come up with different ideas so I can put $200K on the W-2 for next year. But next year, like I said, I don't know if things go according to plan. Right now, it's going according to plan. But at the end of the day now, get an email, everything changed. So you never know. Catch y'all in the next video.